Mr. Howdy. How do, Lambie? Who's your friend? This is my cousin Robert. Robert, this is Mr. Howdy, our teacher. He's also in charge of the farm here. How do, Robert?
I do just fine, sir.
That's great. You know, I'm mighty glad to see you young'uns today because we've been needing some help with our vacation Bible school next week. Oh, we'd be glad to help, wouldn't we, Robert?
I guess.
Of course we would. What kind of help do you need? Our theme this year is that God has a plan. So each day at the beginning of VBS, we're going to have a short play about a different Bible hero who trusted God when things seemed overwhelming.
That sounds fantastic. I'm a great actor. I did a lot of plays at my old school. I still remember some of my audition lines.
Well, I don't think that's really necessary.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Very nice.
The Death Star is dead ahead. Use the Force, Luke.
Okay.
If it's a musical, then I'm your man. If I were king of the forest.
Robert, let it go already.
Now you're supposed to sing it, Lambie. Let it go, let it go. You know, like in the movie.
Oh, brother. Thank you, Robert. I think you're just right for this part.
Great. What's my role?
Well, the skit's going to be about Joshua and the Battle of Jericho. So you get to play the people in the city of Jericho.
All by myself? Well, it sounds like a role I can really sink my teeth into. So, who's Joshua?
Joshua was a great general who led the nation of Israel after Moses died. And Lambie, I have a bad feeling about this. You're going to play the part of Joshua and the nation of Israel. Oh, boy.
And I thought I had a big part.
Jericho was a big city with huge, thick walls protecting it. It was located in the land that God had promised to the Israelites. But he had a plan to fulfill that promise, even though the people of Jericho thought nobody could beat them, especially the army of Israel.
Nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
Hey, you can't do that to me. Us. We're going to get you. Well, what about the walls? They're smooth and very high. Bring on the ladders.
Bring on the boiling oil.
Ooh, cancel the ladders. I don't feel like being French fried. I know. I'll get a battering ram.
You could be the battering ram. Or maybe a battering you, since, you're a girl.
Very funny. I'll just get a big tree and bash it right against that wall. Well, the walls are over 6 feet thick. I need to think about this. I have some props back here. Why don't we see if any of them will work for this play? Oh, sounds good. How's that?
Great, thank you. Now I can really feel the part. I'm not so sure about what Lambie's wearing, though.
Well, it's the closest thing I could find to a helmet. So, General Joshua would like to know how we get into the city. By following God's directions. God told Joshua that at the end of 7 days, Jericho would be defeated. So what do I do? On the first day, you as the army of Israel march around the city. Yes, sir. Oh. Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Excuse me. Oh, forget it. I'm just going to go this way. Your instructions have been carried out. Now what? March around the city on the second day. Again? Yes, and the Israelites had to do it in complete silence. Good grief. Now I can't even complain.
Have fun. I'll just be here lounging around.
I'm back. We're back. Me, myself, and I, and the army of Israel. What's next? March around the city on the third day. What? Without saying a word.
I like this play.
I think you can see it took a lot of faith to follow these instructions. Nothing seemed to be happening. You can can't say that again. Speaking of saying that again, oh no. March around the city on the 4th day. I'm going to make it exciting and march backwards.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're doing very well. Thanks. Now what?
March around the city on the 5th day.
That's right, Robert. Okay. Okay. Now on the 6th day, I know. March around the city. Oh, my aching feet. Why did I volunteer for this? Without talking, remember. Of course, the people in Jericho couldn't understand what was happening.
I wonder what those Israelites are trying to do. Maybe they're trying to make me dizzy so they'll fall off the wall. Heh.
I'm back. Now we have a change. Joshua gave new orders. Oh, great. I was getting tired. On the 7th day, you march around the city 7 times. I don't think I can do that. Yes, you can, Lambie. On the 7th day, there's a big surprise. Naturally, we faint. Forward march.
Ring around the city, what a bunch of ninnies, panting, panting, I'll pass out. Ha.
Very funny, Robert of Jericho. I think that's 7. Done. Or I should say done 4. Well, there's some instruments backstage. Why don't you go get one, and I'll tell you what happens next. Instruments. Got it. Okay.
Hey, instruments.
Okay. Is this the right one? Well, try it and see. It's not making a sound. Well, maybe you need a different instrument.
Go find another one, Josh.
Here we go. This should be right. Let's see. Is it making any noise? No.
I hate to keep harping on this, but maybe you should look a little harder.
Maybe you'd like to help me.
Sorry, my back's against the wall. Actually, my front's against the wall. Ha ha.
I reckon you'll find it this time, Lambie. Here, I'll come and help you. Find the right one.
I do believe that Robert of Jericho is going to win this one. Maybe I'll get an award for fine acting. I'd like to thank my director, the writers, and all the little people whose names I can't remember. Yahoo! Yeah, what's going on? Is this for real? Ah!
When they blew the trumpets and gave a great shout on the 7th day, the walls came a-tumbling down. So you see, young'uns, the nation of Israel was able to conquer Jericho because they trusted Joshua and Joshua trusted God. God always has a plan for us, even when the things that don't make sense to us will work out in the end if we have faith.
But everything was shaking in that instrument.
It's a very special trumpet. See?
Ah!
I hope he's not too scared to be in the play. Well, when he hears about the special effects, he'll be excited again. Maybe he can do the marching this time. That would be fine. Rehearsals start on Saturday at 9 a.m. We'll be there. Say, what does this button on the trumpet do?